You're not responsible for my joy, hon. Everyone's responsible for themselves. 5 seconds. Good morning, everyone. Todd and Erin, Morning Stream, GephartDaily.com.
I'm excited for today. This is going to be fun.
This camera's not correct because it is, oh, by the way, if you were watching this show at 7 a.m. on the 25th of January, it is really windy outside, so to demonstrate the wind, we do that.
Isn't that the motion sickness cam?
That too, it doubles. We're on a budget here.
That's nice.
You want to see how windy it is?
Yes, of course.
Let's go to the morning mountain cam.
Why, look, it's brought to you by Brio Technologies, your experts in lighting, sound, and video. That's stupid. No, that's the motion sickness cam. You have to make it stop.
It will eventually.
Audiovisual.com to get more information
Yeah.
about it. They can bring you to the next level of awesome.
Oh, I'll take care of that, technician.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's helpful.
Yeah. Who unplugged? I did. Okay. There you go. That's better.
I would be surprised if you hear. I think that extra clanging sound with the mic is what makes it super classy.
It is.
Yeah, that was nice.
And the banging on the windows from the wind is unbelievable this morning. So keep it.
Now.
I don't know what he's knocking for. Oh, he's making noise on the
Oh,
window.
is that what it is?
Oh, I see. Stop it. All right. So
This is good. We've got Sundance 101 with Skippy today.
he's going to be in studio.
Yeah, he's going to tell you how to get the celebrity selfies, how to be nice. He's got some cool new footage from yesterday.
Who do you have yesterday?
Ticked. Jermaine Clement, our hero from Flight of the Conchords,
Right.
the man we love.
He had Usher the other day.
Usher actually took his camera and did the whole interview for him.
Nicolas
It was great.
Cage.
There's a lot of really fun ones.
Tony Robbins.
Army Hammy.
Army Hammy.
I can't do this one. Army Hammer. He's the Arm & Hammer heir, and he's the actor. He was just in Call Me by Your Name.
Uh-huh.
Yes. He's tall and attractive and rich. And he kills almost every movie he's in for some reason.
Kills it in a good way?
Bad way, no.
Not good.
Tell Me by Your Name survived him, so that was a good thing.
You want to start with this local story?
This
I think
is
it's
so
awesome.
good. No, it's Elizabeth Smart. I'm really, really happy for her. She just got nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award for her work as a special correspondent on a television program. It was Crime Watch Daily with Chris Hansen. She says she can't believe that she was nominated, but that's really sweet. She's been really high profile this year. She did the Lifetime movie I'm Elizabeth Smart. She helped produce that. She was the subject of the 2-part A&E documentary about her life and her captivity. She's been working a little bit on behalf of those kids down in California, the 13 children who were imprisoned and tortured by their parents, which still stuns me to this day. I don't know why. But anyway, this is very cool. I'm very happy.
That is
for
very
her.
good. That's very cool. There is also a scam alert going around. We just got to get heads up on this. They call you. They say I have a warrant for you. And you better give them money.
What do you have to do? Oh, no.
Money at the door.
Because, yeah, a lot of sheriff's deputies work that way.
And the deputy is talking. He goes, it's a little close to home because they're coming. The calls are supposedly coming from our department. And they get a lot of 911 calls going.
Oh, that's got to make you feel good.
Hey.
Why are you going to arrest me?
Do I have a warrant out? Like a bench warrant, like you didn't pay tickets or something. And I think you'd remember that, right?
I think it's possible to forget, like, maybe a speeding ticket or something. But, yeah, I think well, for me anyway, because there's enough of them that it happens. But
those receipts just pepper the wall in our home.
I like to call that my board of pride.
I call it the wall of shame.
It's more like the Mario Andretti board for me. It really is.
All right, so anyway.
The important thing is this, though.
Don't do that.
No sheriff's deputy comes to your house to collect money. It doesn't work that way ever.
Riverton teacher, right there you go. What?
This one's really emotional.
Tell her the good part of this.
Well, it's really cool. Everybody remembers one of their favorite teachers, the one that had that impact on you. For me, it was Dr. Ed Leaders. He was my English teacher at the U, and he thought I was brilliant.
What?
But he made
of course you are.
But he made me feel like I could do anything, and
Right.
it changed like the whole course of my career. Everything. I owe everything to that man.
Everybody's got a teacher like that.
And this is who this teacher is. It's Mac Frischnet, and he was always cool. Whenever he came across a sad student, he would ask them to remind him of his blood type, and they would have to say, "B positive, you're B positive," and he would laugh and control me.
gosh.
But every time it would it would totally cheer them up. And he's like the favorite Riverton High teacher.
Right.
He's taught in the Jordan School District for 30 years. So this is a guy apparently that doesn't care much about making money. He's obviously there for the kids.
And he's a survivor, that's for sure.
Well, just before Christmas, he started having this really rapid downward spiral of health. And so they went to the hospital. They did some testing. He was diagnosed with Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It's rare and it's degenerative and it's fatal. It's a brain disorder.
He's a happy guy.
And he's such an amazing guy. As you can see, he's in the hospital now. So since Christmas, he's been there ever since, and they're waiting for some test results. They say that his son Tyson has said they have about 6 weeks to 6 months left with him.
So what the kids do? Because it sounds like this is a moment where the kids are the cavalry.
So what they're asking, it's the medical bills are obviously one thing. And there's enormous stress for him because he knows that he won't be there to take care of his family.
Right.
And then the second option is then what happens to my kids? What happens if he has 5 kids? So they have a GoFundMe account to help the family with hospital bills and to carry on after their father passes. They've already raised over $50,000 with all these amazing notes from his students, and they'll sit there by his bedside and they'll read him the memories.
In one day.
And that's in one day.
$50,000.
So, and I mean, different things like anything for you, Mac. I mean, this is how they feel about him. So
give me his name
if you
again,
are so inclined,
so people can Google it.
It's a hard one too. It's Mac Frischknecht. It's Frischknecht. And what I'll do is I'll put it up on our Facebook page. I'll pin it under the show today, so you can see the right spelling. And I'll add a link.
Utah Hospital Fundraiser Teacher.
Yeah, well,
we'll get you there.
Yeah, I'll add a link.
Okay.
But just an incredible man.
That's a good story.
And just the fact that everyone came out with that level of love. Because you don't often get to do much for a teacher except for go, thanks for changing my life. But this is something where you can change his.
That's very cool.
So, very emotional for me. Should we go to Daisy? She's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom.
Let's do that.
She is brought to you by Always Black Friday, 30 to 75% off every day. A brand new store up in 12th Street in Ogden. It is to die for. Denali Performance Clinic. Look, if you've been suffering from headaches, migraines, joint pain, you can get rid of them without opioids, and Denali can do it for you. And all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. This is a great time to swap out all your old furnace equipment and get a brand new one with a free hair scrubber. They just go to allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, my dear, what is going on today?
Good morning, everyone. Here's what's making news on Thursday, January 25th on GephartDaily.com. After a 4-day manhunt, shooting suspect Justin Gary Llewellyn is in police custody. The 33-year-old Riverton man is accused of opening fire on police officers last weekend and shooting a Riverton resident before stealing the man's pickup truck. The shooting victim is stable and recovering. A unified police officer spotted Llewellyn at Provo Park on Wednesday afternoon and called for backup. After a chase, Llewellyn's vehicle was stopped with spike strips and a pit maneuver. A Utah County Sheriff's deputy was hurt in the police operation but was not seriously injured. A Magna couple has been charged with felony child abuse after a doctor discovered in October that their 10-month-old Georgia weighed only 9 pounds. According to a CDC growth chart, an average 10-month-old baby weighs 19 pounds. The baby's parents, 23-year-old Lauren David Campbell and 24-year-old Julia Campbell, have each been charged with 1 second-degree felony. And Elizabeth Smart, known for surviving her kidnapping at age 14 and for advocating for victims, has been nominated for a Daytime Emmy. The honor is for her work as special correspondent for the syndicated crime series Crime Watch Daily. Smart posted a picture of the nomination document on her Instagram and Twitter pages and wrote under it, "Can't believe this just happened." Smart, who is now 30 and the mother of 2 small children, is also an author and a public speaker. She and her husband met while both were serving an LDS mission in Paris. The Daytime Emmy Awards are scheduled for April 29th. And time now for your Wasatch Front forecast, brought to you by Brio Technologies, Utah's top audiovisual specialists. A new storm moves across the state today. The forecast in northern Utah is for rain by this afternoon, with snowflakes to follow soon after, with the heaviest accumulation as usual in the mountains. The stormy weather should pass by Friday. That's it for now. For more news and weather 24/7, go to GephartDaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thank you, my dear Daisy. Okay, tell me something good. It is, first of all, actually, all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little out of breath. Just running around.
I know.
Now I'm back.
You're doing super good, though.
Oh, Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Here's the deal. You get a furnace and you get an AC in it because they work together. You get them $2,000 off. They're going to give you a free air scrubber. And then it's basically $3,200. So it's like a free furnace. More information? Still out of breath. allutahplumbing.com.
Nice. That was good. All right. Tell Me Something Good is brought to you by Always Black Friday, brand new store up in Ogden on 12th Street, 75% off every day. You've got to go check out their drones and all of their electronic equipment. It's amazing. Can you hand me that story right there?
You want it? I want it.
Oh, you can do it. I just didn't know if you had your
Arm
breath
wrestle.
back.
Come on.
I'm your wife. I'm not going to arm wrestle you.
Indian leg wrestle.
I'm going to wait till you're asleep and I'm going to beat you up the way I always do.
With a telephone book.
Pretty
Thank
much.
God they're not any. They don't make them anymore.
So
Thumb
it's
war.
really invisible.
Thumb war. Thumb war.
Do the story, weirdo.
Finger pull. Have you seen that one? They do that in certain countries. Just the pinkies.
How do you just do this story? You're making me very anxious.
Wedgie challenge. Okay.
What has gotten into you today?
I don't know.
Well, you know, it's really humbling as a wife to hear is that your husband goes, I am so happy today, in this tone of genuine shock, like it never would have occurred to him that he would be happy, because that makes me feel super good as his spouse, like, oh, that's great that my husband has never been happy, so it's, a shock.
You're not responsible for my joy.
Ooh, good one. Is this one of the affirmation speeches?
Yes.
Nice.
I know, right?
Okay, tell the story.
All right. So basically, we have a dog we love very much.
Gil,
Sometimes our dogs know stuff that we don't.
our emotionally needy Portuguese water dog.
As per example, our dog came into the bedroom and sat right next to my bed, sitting up, and was going like this. And I just went, oh, Gil, go to sleep. And he did. What Gil was trying to tell me is my utility trailer was being stolen out of my driveway. I didn't listen. Silly me.
Fortunately, these people did, because their dog took off, right?
I think this is so funny because they list the dogs' names as Eva and Adam as opposed to Adam and Eve.
Well, you have to do it the right way.
So anyway, the owners, 4:30 in the morning on Saturday morning, began tugging at their clothes.
I'm in bed, dog. Be
Mom,
quiet. Get away
Dad.
from me. Yeah.
Wake up. And finally they got to the point where they probably have to go outside. So they went and opened the door, and the dogs crashed through the door before it was even open. There they are, the loving dogs. And
Wow.
they came out, and there was an elderly woman in nothing but a nightgown sitting in the snow.
Oh, no.
And the only thing she said is, I'm so cold. And so they picked the
is so
woman up
scary
and
when
they
it
brought
was-
her inside and they covered her with blankets. The dog stayed right with her, like noses on her. They called 911 and they came ambulance taking care of the woman. But the dogs knew, didn't they?
I'm so cold.
I'm so cold.
There's something so scary, because with at-risk seniors, and the dementia, it must be just terrifying. And the fact that the dog heard her and saw her that hour of the morning.
It was 9 degrees.
That's incredible.
9 degrees.
How did she even survive that
She
long?
must have walked out of a close-by house in her nightgown.
That's
And the
an-
dogs knew.
That's an unbelievable miracle. I can't believe it.
So listen to your dogs, not your cats. They're evil.
Yeah, the cats aren't
They're
telling
here.
you anything.
They're here to screw with you.
Well, no. I like to believe it like this. It's like if you die like of a stroke, you're laying there,
Right.
and you're helpless, and your dog will come up and he'll lay down next to you and he'll wail and he'll keen and he'll be there with you and he will be there to the end. Whereas your cat will just sit over you going, I wonder what's softer, the eyes or the tongue.
Because they're going to eat you.
They got to get something to eat.
Matter of fact, even if you
You're
go
not
for your phone, they'll be batting it away from you. And then the cops will
In a
come.
good way.
The cops come. They're like,
Meow.
like Puss in Boots.
With the huge eyes.
So when do you want to do Skippy? Because we have Skippy from Sundance, and
I know.
he was a little late because he got a ticket on the freeway.
Well, it's up to you. We can either do Skippy now or we can do him after the break. What would you like?
I would like to do him.
You think about it. Christopher's, we wanted to tell you thank you for watching. Do you realize we've been on for less than a year and we've
After the
almost
break.
cracked 3 million hits? 3 million. You came back 3 million times. Why? Why would you do that? But we owe you a big thank you for that, and there's no better way to do that than with a ribeye. So essentially, we send you and 3 friends to Christopher's Prime Steakhouse downtown. You get treated like the princess you deserve to be, and everybody's happy. So we're actually drawing a new winner tomorrow, so you can enter to win just by dropping a comment on the show today. Doesn't matter what time of the day or night you're watching. You can do it on our Get Part Daily Facebook page, Get Part Approved, or if you're in the community here on the Todd and Erin page, welcome. Just drop a comment here. So we draw a winner tomorrow, and voila, it's our big fat thank you. So coming up right after the break, we will be talking to our beloved Skippy. He's giving you the Sundance 101 on how to get the great celebrity selfie, because nobody is better than Skippy. Back in a minute. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by UtahCreditApproval.com. Bad things happen to good people, but you can get your credit back on track and get a reliable automobile by giving them a call. 801-404-7201. And also by Columbus Travel with spectacular deals on cruises and all-inclusive vacations. Go to ColumbusVacations.com. And all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, where they have a winter special that they can check out your furnace and make sure that it's operating efficiently, saving you hundreds of dollars in energy bills. Just go to allutahplumbing.com. Did you know that you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning Stream on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and GephartDaily.com any time of the day or night?
At Always Black Friday, we love a good deal. We buy new and used products at a discount so we can pass on the savings to you. And we're Gephardt approved. From electronics to clothing to appliances. If you want it, we have it at discount prices. Visit our eBay store or come to our warehouse at 865 West 12th Street in Ogden. Always Black Friday, where you can find Black Friday deals all year round.
Happy Black Friday!
Cumulative. Oh my God.
Good morning. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Morning Stream at GephartDaily.com. Skippy's Cam. Hi, Skippy's Cam.
Hi,
guys.
Skippy.
This is my celebrity cam. So, yeah.
Why are you
you guys
using?
doing?
Why are you putting us?
Why
on
were you
it?
there?
What? Yeah, how many other people are awake at 7 a.m. hosting a show
Video
like this?
podcast thing? Yeah.
Not that many.
Not that many.
That's
Skippy, introduce yourself. Here's the crowd over here.
Wow.
What is your title? Is
I call myself one of two things: either a super fan or personal paparazzi kind of thing.
Okay.
Selfie
I like that.
paparazzi.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been known as Sundance Skippy. They even did a movie about him.
Yeah.
It was shown at Sundance Film
Yeah.
Festival.
Well, no, it wasn't ever shown at Sundance. In fact, that's one of the fun things about it was
You had to explain,
they wouldn't because Sundance is copyrighted. They wouldn't let
Right.
something with the copyright on it. Now,
Oh, that's funny.
Now, here's the thing. My cat's name is Sundance, right? So the year that I've worn, every year I make a different shirt or something
Right.
to wear at
I've seen it.
Sundance.
Yeah.
And every year that I've worn a shirt that said Sundance on it, I'm referring to my cat, right?
Right.
I am a Sundance expert because my cat's name is Sundance.
You love cats.
I heart Sundance because my cat's name is Sundance.
Right.
And if they walk up to me and say, "We'll sue you,"
Right.
unless you pull it off,
Right.
That's exactly the reason why I wear Skippy.
That is a
shirts.
good
and
saying.
you clean up the poop after Sundance.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. For this week, Mom, because here's the 2-second bio on me. I'm the real life 40-year-old virgin, and I live in my mom's basement. So that says a lot.
And you were on a show with that too, wasn't it? Which
It was called Virgin Diaries. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
I
it's the show where the first episode had two people that had never kissed, and it looks like a mama bird feeding a baby bird when they kiss, right? I'm not going to say look it up right now. I'm going to say sometime look up Virgin Diaries kiss. And
It's the worst.
It's
So,
appalling.
yeah, I'm very cringeworthy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a solid like 9.5. That makes me just, oh my goodness sakes. But, yeah.
Well, that's funny. So, yeah, I remember the interview with you and your mom. I think you were sitting on the couch or something.
Yeah.
You know, and let's just all be clear that it takes a certain level of like oomph to go, you know what? I'm totally going to do this interview with my mom about my virginal status.
You know, so here's the thing that I like telling people that, right? In Utah,
Right.
you know, I'm almost a dime a dozen kind of thing. I know,
Yeah, they're like, fine,
I
whatever.
legitimately know, no hyperbole, at least 20 guys my age or older
Right.
that are normal, decent, good-looking guys, lawyers,
Right.
accountants,
Right.
filmmakers, right?
Right.
They're all over 40 and still virgins, right?
Right.
But because I'm the one that's like, yeah, I want to go on TV and talk about it. I'm the one that got to go on TV and talk about it,
So
right?
you're the unicorn. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Now, when did you get into being obsessed with getting selfies at Sundance? Because, I mean, you have a way. You've got a style.
First of
they
all,
always smile.
how many pictures and selfies do you have, and how many years you've been doing
Okay,
this?
I don't have an ever total, right? Because
Right.
that's just impossible. I get about 100 to 150 celebrities per year. And if I can bring this
Wow.
back to, unless you guys have talked about this before, they don't know. where I got my start with meeting celebrities, right, is with the two people at this very table. And I'm telling you what, I was 14 years old. And I swear to God, this is
remember this.
And so
remember this.
my teacher was a huge fan of your. It was the Fisher and Todd show, and then Fisher, Todd, and Erin when Erin came on. And my teacher was a huge fan of yours. She even had an autographed picture from you guys. Oh, I so should have brought the photos because you with your hair in the 80s was amazing.
He had magnificent Braveheart hair.
goodness
Adam
sakes,
Sandler and the Wedding Singer.
No, it was. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
So back at that time, I was like, to get a good grade on assignment to interview someone, I'll go interview her favorite DJs, right?
You're evil genius.
And so I swear I called them up, and they're just, you know how UEA weekend, we got the day off, you guys didn't, so that was the day that I interviewed you.
Yeah.
I still have the cassette tape of it from that day.
That's so
I swear
funny.
this is true. It's amazing. Someday maybe we'll play it. But so then when I went up there, you guys had fun with me, and you said, hey, would you like to come be a summer intern for us? And I was like, yeah. And my parents were divorced. My dad lived in Salt Lake.
Right.
They had the UTA bus pass. I took it up, and then I would literally sleep in your lobby. I would take the last bus from my dad's place in Salt Lake to there, sleep in the lobby for 5 hours, wake up with you guys to do
good
the
Lord.
morning show.
That's crazy.
And it was while I was there that I didn't get to meet them, but Wilson Phillips came by the studio,
right.
And I remember thinking then at that age, like, oh man, that would have been so much fun to have met them and getting
As a matter of
photo.
fact,
That was my start.
Wilson showed, but not her partner.
Yeah, one of the three. There was the three of them.
There was the blonde one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, you have a great memory.
Yeah, well, it was so much. I mean, it's the first memories of radio. I'm sure you've got your first
funny.
memories too. But
So
yeah,
funny.
and then fast forward just to kind of get it going. When I was 24,
Right.
now I will say, look this up, write this down. Of all the TV moments I've had that have been. There have been good ones and then there have been cringe ones. My number one cringe one is called Skippy in Love. It's 5 minutes of pure skin-crawling bliss. And, like legitimately, to this day, I watch it and I scream at it every time. But the person...
I know. It's always fresh.
When I was, right after we filmed that, one of the people that worked on it called me up and said, hey, Skippy, I was with you on FM Nation. Would you mind coming up and helping us in January? I'm working on a show called Project Greenlight 2, which was the Matt Damon, Ben Affleck show where they gave young filmmakers a chance, right? At the time, Ben Affleck was dating Jennifer Lopez. Like, I can't think of a power couple on the planet right now that was as big as they were at the time.
Right.
Period. And so went up there, and then and we signed non-disclosure agreements, which I've been, let's be honest, since 2 days after I was away from them, I've been telling everyone, right? There was a lot of fun things, but for 10 minutes I got to drive Ben and J-Lo around. And while I was driving them around, we sang together, right?
No.
And the reason, and so when you sign the non-disclosure agreement, you can't talk to them unless they talk to you first. So when Ben says, take a ride up at this light,
It's open.
he's talking to me, so
Yeah, it's
game
wide open.
on. And then, unless I tell you the whole story, cut to the chase, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, and Skippy Jessup sang REO Speedwagon's Keep on Loving You together.
Really?
It was amazing.
I cannot believe you didn't wet yourself. I think I might have wet myself.
I just did.
I literally freaked out, and I must have had this look because her bodyguard, B.O.B. was sitting there. I'm sitting here. Everything is so crystal clear. B.O.B. sitting there, Ben sitting behind, J-Lo sitting behind, and I forget who I'm talking to. So at first I hear her singing, I go, wow, J-Lo, you're a really great singer, forgetting that she's a singer. And and she goes, that's not what some critics say. And I look in the rearview mirror. Ben reaches over, grabs her hand. May I talk?
Yes.
Grabs her hand, goes, no, he's right, sweetie, you're the best. And a friend of mine pointed out that I didn't say she was the best, but she was. She was amazing.
Right.
And then the two of them smile and keep on singing. And B.O.B. looks over at me and goes, are you doing okay, Skippy? And I'm like, am I doing okay? I like kind of whispered this. I go, you realize that's Ben and J-Lo behind us and they're singing. And Ben goes, Skippy, if our singing is distracting you from driving, we could quit singing.
Right.
And I go, quit singing? I want to sing with you guys. And so I turned up the radio and belted this out. And 45 seconds later, it was over because we'd gotten to the spot where we were going. And just, oh my goodness. But since then,
so
right?
epic.
That was, so that was 15 years ago this year that happened.
Wow.
And so every year you go back. Give us a quick 101.
Sure.
Like if
Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to have Skippy back right here. We're going to bring him over for the Hollywood Connection. And we got some pictures to show.
Okay.
And some videos to show.
okay.
And I've got some gifts for you guys today.
Gifts?
I do. I've got gifts.
All
I
right.
love this man.
All right,
love
so
him.
we're going to come back and we are going to talk about what's going on this weekend. You guys are.
Okay. Do you want to
Okay.
do that right now?
No, we'll come back and do that. Don't we have to do this first?
We've already done all
We've
that.
already done
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Watch this professional move. Skippy and I will exit stage right. Stage right? Yes, stage right. And then the jogging girl, Daisy,
Our British expatriate.
will come in.
That will be good.
Ready?
Okay.
Scramble.
Let's go.
Don't. Given how we usually go off on tangents, it might be a while before
Yeah,
we're
they can go
done.
and get lunch. at
Isn't Skippy
breakfast.
adorable?
Oh my gosh! Like I have a ton
He's
of
so
energy
endearing.
now. He's so full of energy.
Oh, he's
isn't
so
he?
endearing. It's really, really funny. We actually, after we left Kiss 97, we did this super secret thing where we were interviewing with another radio station. And back then it was like super secret. And he was the one that picked us up and took us to the appointment and picked up lunch for us. And I looked at him and went, "You're totally going to tell everybody the minute you get out of the car." And he goes, "I might wait like 3 or 4 hours." And I went, "Yeah, okay."
Oh my god!
I hope to God they offer us the job because it's all over. So.
I didn't know that you'd known him forever.
He is
though,
adorable.
either.
Well, he's one of those unnatural kids who like literally started when he was like 3 or something. You know, he wasn't even potty trained yet. So by the time he can drive legally, he's already been in the business for a while. He's one of those. He's adorable.
I was quizzing him because, of course, he met Idris Elba. So, or Idris, we've got to find out how to say that. But I was like, was he nice? Was he amazing? Like, because he's our
Really?
favorite. Well,
Yes, he is.
he's my favorite.
He's
Tom
our-
Hiddleston is your favorite.
Well, yeah, but Idris is a very close second.
He's up there,
Did
right?
we decide Idris? By the way, did he clarify?
I think we have to email him.
Okay, I'm sure.
I'm
Maybe
I'm
Skippy's got his
positive that
email.
Skippy has his email, or
I
maybe
th- it
I'll
could be.
text him and be like, Idris, would you like to have coffee with me and talk about how to pronounce your
Yeah,
name?
yeah, that and other things.
That would be subtle, wouldn't it?
I think that would be really well. He was a news person. As a journalist, as a professional, you need to know these things.
Right.
Right?
Right. I think so. Yeah, definitely. So jealous of that,
All right,
though.
you've got so many cool things for this weekend, and I'm kind of excited. I have
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to do in honor of John Huntsman Jr.'s painful plunge into, I don't remember which river it is, just outside of Russia, out of Moscow, but yeah, he went in 3 times, which is like,
Was there a reason he did that, or just because he's bonkers?
probably they made the whole thing just to screw with him and make him dunk himself, but it supposedly is supposed to be a tradition.
Oh,
But if I were Russian, I would totally make that up as a massive prank just to screw with the American.
totally.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So in any case, if you'd like to do this in solidarity, we have the 2018 Special Olympics Utah Polar Plunge coming up this weekend. It's pretty cool. They would love to have you donate. It could be anywhere from $10 to $1,500, whatever you want. But they're calling it Friesen for a reason. And it's going to be Saturday, 8:30 a.m., starting at the Sheraton Hotel in Salt Lake City. But
What do you plunge into?
I believe it is the Great Salt Lake. Whatever it is, it's going to be excruciatingly uncomfortable.
Isn't the Great Salt Lake like 2 inches deep?
Well, okay, you're plunging ankle deep into the Great Salt. I don't know. I've actually jumped off a dock once before. I remembered it was salt water, which recurred to me
Right.
as I was underneath the water.
Oh, gosh.
But it was a 15, 20 feet down.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
You'll be uncomfortable somehow.
I would give money, but I don't like the plungy part. That sounds
I'm much more.
heinous.
We could be the ones standing with the blankets.
Definitely. Nice warm towels for everyone coming out.
Exactly.
That's
See,
better. Yeah,
you
that
go.
sounds fun though. But I would like to donate to that for sure.
you are a goddess. Okay, now what did you find? Because your stuff's always good.
Yeah, I found a couple of good things. I was talking to my friends at the State Room, which if you've never been to the State Room, it's a great little concert venue. Jay and I go there every now and then, and we've seen Lucas Graham there. We saw Steve Earle there last summer. He was amazing. But there's an artist called Mary Lambert who's playing on Saturday.
She had some really big hits like crossover country pop.
Yeah,
right?
and the thing I was reading about her tour is called the Everybody is a Babe tour, which is great, to begin with.
I like her already.
But so I was reading that. Macklemore had a hit called "Same Love," which I
yes,
a
one
pretty
of my favorites in the
well-known
world.
song,
Yeah,
and it's a marriage equality anthem. And I don't know why, but she had 3 hours to write the hook.
Wow.
And I guess she wrote from her vantage point of being both a Christian and a lesbian, which is super interesting to me.
No more crying on Sundays.
No.
I remember that. I'm getting verklempt.
Right?
No, I remember that line.
Right? So she's an aspiring singer-songwriter, a cellist, a spoken word artist.
Wow.
And I guess she's from the Seattle area, and the stateroom often has like these little hidden gems that like you
pop up and then you remember them forever.
and you're like, oh, I've never heard of this person, but then you find out more about them, and it's quite an intimate venue. So when you go, it's a real, for me, concerts are kind of the equivalent to a religious experience, because my dad started taking us to like the Who when I was 5, I think.
Didn't you summer holiday with one of the Who members?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Pete. Yeah.
Who are you? How am I sitting next to you? Seriously. All right. So tell us more.
Yeah. So she is playing at 9:00 on Saturday, and we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away. So like I said, if you haven't been to the stateroom, or if you just feel like on Saturday night going and having dinner and then going to a gig, Jay and I are going to go as well.
Or sitting in the car and eating a corn dog before the venue opens, that's fine too.
Yeah, and it's on State Street at like 800 South, so there's a few really nice restaurants around there, and it's just a fun night. And I think just as usual, like, comment, share on Facebook, and we'll pick a couple of winners.
I love that Macklemore song. That's very exciting.
Yeah,
I hope she talks about it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, me too. So that should be really good. And if you end up going, come say hi to Jay and I, of course. And the free events that I picked out are kind of I picked them out because I don't know about you, but Sundance is the same for me every year. In that I'm always like, okay, I might go and see like one film.
I gotta go dig out my Uggs and find all my black clothes.
And then you don't do anything. You just don't. Every year I'm like, no, I haven't even seen anything during Sundance. So this is cool. There's 2 festival cafes in Salt Lake, which is Sundance Festival Cafes. Kind of cool, actually.
Salt Lake Public Library downtown?
Well, there might be there as well. But
Okay.
the ones that I found were, one of them is at Copper Common, which is, where Copper Onion is?
Yes.
Just to the right of the Broadway Cinemas.
So it's third south and between State and First South, right?
Yeah, exactly.
First East, yeah.
And there's
okay.
Sundance movies on at Broadway Cinemas.
That's right.
So then at Copper Common, there's a whole schedule of local musicians that are performing. The schedule's up on the screen, but
that's wonderful.
I'll give you the website address so you can also hop on there. And it goes. I think there's one concert at 5:30 in the evening and one at 8 o'clock, and it's every night and it's free.
They've had some amazing talent just down at the local ones that didn't even make it all the way up to Park City. Like
Right.
Sting has done it before. I interviewed him there, and that was during his gigantic beard, I'm homeless phase.
Oh.
That all the male singers, for some reason, were going through about 3 years ago. I don't know why. But yeah, they get amazing talent.
Yeah,
So that's very cool.
Yeah, so it, even if you don't go to a movie, you can just go and do that. And the schedule's on visitsaltlake.com. So if you want to just hop on and see who's playing. And then there's also one at the Rose Wagner. which
is fourth and between.
that one it's actually third as well.
Okay,
and
that's right.
It's right to the right of P.F. Chang's.
Okay, that's right.
So
Very cool.
third and like second west, and that's put together by a dance company called SB Dance. So it's in the Rose Wagner, and it's a pop-up bar, big old art installation, and it's 6 till 11 today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So if you want a little bit of the cool Sundance experience, but you didn't get movie tickets or something like that, I would say just like go and mix with people, and
that's going to be so much more fun.
Yeah, so it's kind of Sundance the easy way.
Yeah, it's much less comfortable than being on the press line where you're ankle deep in slush for about 8 hours at a time. We went and saw the Robert Pattinson movie this year with Butterscotch, the angry Shetland pony, and they actually brought the pony on stage. It was epic, but to get into the theater to do the interviews, you had to stand basically knee deep in slush for. Most of my toes were saved.
Up in Park City.
Yeah, so that was good.
Oh,
yeah.
so you have done Sundance this year?
No, just covering stuff, but yeah. I had forgotten Robert Pattinson, from Twilight, the pretty one.
Yeah.
I had forgotten how intense his fan base is. I made one commentary on Twitter, and I got, I think it was 14,000 reshares, like in an hour and a half. I'm like, you really like Robert a lot.
And you would think that they would have moved on by now.
I'm just grateful it was a positive statement, because I don't want to think of what might have happened to me.
No.
Yeah, those are wonderful though, and you'll be comfortable.
Those are free. Yeah, and then stateroom as well Saturday night. So you could probably fit in all of those one way or another, right?
You can be one of the beautiful people, but without frostbite.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
You don't have to go to Park City, so that's good too.
All right, new films out this weekend. There's only one really of note, and that is Maze Runner, and this is Death Cure. This is the third one in the trilogy. This really is a fantastic series, although once again it's teenagers in excruciating peril, but have a look.
They took you because you're immune to a plague that's wiping out the human race. They think you're worth sacrificing to find a
Witcher now, but
Seriously.
I'm really excited to see this. This was one of the first book series that I actually got my nephew Gabriel excited about.
Yeah,
because he was already jaded,
uh-huh.
because he was one of those weirdos who read at 2 years old. And so that was one of the first ones he got really, really excited about. And I suspect part of it was because it was teenagers in excruciating peril. But it's a great movie.
Is this kind of, would you take Zaki to this? Is this kind of a young adult type of thing?
Well, it's actually, to be honest, it's more of an adult thing, because once again, it's pretty brutal what they do with the kids, but it's really exciting, and it's a fantastic adventure, and there's not a lot of really weird, excruciating sex things, which you unfortunately seem to find a lot. So yeah, you could go with your kids, or you could do it yourself.
Right.
It's really good.
So Jay and I saw 12 Strong.
How was it? Chris Hemsworth.
We wanted to love it.
I know.
We liked it, but it wasn't one of, we love war films, like I was saying last week, but it just...
I thought it would be so cool. It's undercover American troops dealing with the Afghan natives.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But you know what I think I'm going to do this week is I noticed that I, Tonya, which was only on at the Broadway, I think because it's now nominated for a few Oscars.
Margot Robbie for Best Actress.
And I think Alison Janney maybe as well.
Yeah.
But it's in a slightly wider release, so
cool.
So I noticed it's at most of the Megaplex theaters opening tomorrow. So for my Friday movie, which I usually do just by myself, I think I'm going to go and do I, Tonya.
I am dying to hear about it, because the concept of Tonya Harding's life experience becoming an Oscar-nominated film is so abnormal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out the walk they took to get this into some sort of artistic amazingness. So
yeah, and I think I read that it was super low budget, and they made it in 30 days.
Wow.
And Margot Robbie, I guess, was an ice hockey player, and so she kind of did know how to ice skate, but did some intense training for it, and
She's so adorable.
Yeah, so if I go, I'll let you know how that is. But
this may be the only way I get to see any of these movies in theaters is through you, so that's exciting.
But yeah, I would say with 12 Strong,
Chris Hemsworth wasn't enough to save it.
He was fine. It just was it's a rather kind of intricate story about that they're trying to kind of ride through this little channel to get to a particular city it's
one of the Taliban strongholds.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
and it's just kind of it's one of those stories that you're like, okay, but why? And you kind of forget why they have to do that. And
okay.
I don't know, just a little bit dry. I found it. I think
that's a bummer. Okay,
but yet, I mean, Chris Hemsworth plus a bunch of horses.
That's good.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's why I watched War Horse for Tom Hiddleston. So.
Yes,
so there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the weekend roundup. Make sure that you like, comment, and share on Facebook if you want the tickets to go see Mary Lambert at the State Room. And as always, I love it when you bring the treats.
Oh yes,
you're always so good.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to be coming back in just a couple of minutes. We have our beloved Skippy coming back with Sundance Selfies 101, so he can tell you how to get the right shots with the celebrities without making their handlers dump you face first in the snow. It's good. We'll be right back. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor, Mortgages Made Simple. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, you'll find out that you can get a mortgage with a credit score as low as 600. Fink and McGregor, also by the Vein Clinic. If you go to theveinclinic.com, you can schedule an appointment and find out some amazing options for pain-free removal of varicose veins and spider veins. Your legs can look great again with the Vein Clinic. And also by Black Diamond Experts. They're experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air. They also have a brand new store up in Ogden now. If you'd like to reach them, you can go to blackdiamondexperts.com.
Did you know you can buy a house with a 600 credit score?
Really?
We have lenders, we have programs, stuff that's come up in the last couple of years. 600.
Wouldn't you have to have like 50% down or something though?
Nope. 3.5%.
Where would you start the process on this?
Well, Fink and McGregor has a website, 4minutemortgage.com. Just go there, fill it out, up and running.
How long until you get back to us?
1 business day. Whole thing takes about a month, start to finish.
Where do you get the down though if you're broke?
It can be a gift from family, relative, significant other, even your work.
Gift, huh?
Yeah.
You know what that makes me wish?
What?
Makes me wish I had friends with money. Which brought to you by.
All right, we're back. It's the Todd and Erin Morning Stream. Hollywood Connections brought to you by, isn't this a coincidence, Connect Heating and Air.
What?
By the way, Connect Heating and Air, Utah Heating and Cooling. They do residential schedules and commercial ones too for your building, so you don't have to worry about anything. Skippy is back.
Skippy, the
Hi,
40-year-old
sweetheart.
version from
Yep.
right here from Utah.
Right here.
Been up doing Sundance.
How did you guys get me? I mean,
I know.
all of my commitments.
I don't know either, but we were very excited.
Let's show him what he does.
Yeah.
All right,
let's
so
watch.
let's take a look at one of the videos. This is you on Main Street up at Park City.
Okay.
Jack, what TV show were we?
Jack, what we need to go. We're really late. Coming through.
I was on Chelsea Layton with you and Dave Grohl.
I remember.
We're twins.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Oh,
Look at
I really was on a TV show with
It's your
Jack Black.
expression that makes it fun. I swear to God.
That's so funny. So, Jack, what did he say to you?
So
we didn't get
well,
to.
So here's the thing: the coolest thing that has ever happened. Can you guys recall the coolest moment of your entire life?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, mine.
Well,
Yeah.
there's so many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was the moment, and I'm going to say the moment, and then you're going to go, what the heck?
Okay.
And then I'm going to explain, okay?
Right.
Mine was the moment that 300 strangers heard the words, coming to the stage next, he's Dave Grohl's really good friend. Everyone give it up for Skippy.
Get out!
And I about
the
lost
hell?
my crap because here's what happened, okay? Right?
All
Yeah.
right.
No, so
that's-
a
yeah.
little explanation with that. I meet Dave Grohl up at Sundance, right? I see, and the way people ask me all the
Explain
time.
who Dave Grohl is so they know.
Lead singer of, okay, by the way,
Smash
some
Mouth.
don't, but no, it's not Smash Mouth.
who is
It's
it?
Foo Fighters.
Oh.
Drummer from Nirvana, lead singer of the Foo Fighters,
Remember
right?
that French town did that gigantic soaring concert
Yes,
of all of those
yes.
volunteer musicians because they wanted him to come? Okay.
And I forgive people for not knowing, but here's the thing. Dave Grohl had a movie that was up at Sundance, and people ask me all the time, well, how do you know where celebrities will be? You don't, because if you did, they wouldn't be asking you the question. You'd be knee-deep in celebrities
Yeah, exactly.
to not be able to talk to them.
Right.
So you look for three things, right?
Okay.
The first thing you look for is security, because security wants to keep the riffraff, me, I'm total riffraff, right? Total riffraff. They want to keep the riffraff out, right? And the celebrities or the influential people or credentialed people in, right? Number two is you want to look for paparazzi, right? Because paparazzi are the people that to put them in the magazine. Some people
It's
try
a good
and
thing.
photobomb, right?
It's
I've
a
done
good
it myself.
thing.
And then the number one thing, in my opinion, and to a person, they're all going to hate me for saying this because they hate nothing more than fans, is the autograph guys, right? Because the autograph guys have to get the right celebrity on the right signature. So you can't say, who was that? To them.
No.
They know, because if they don't know who it is, they've got the wrong person on the thing.
Right.
And the celebrities call them out on it and be like, this isn't me. Seen that happen,
Celebrity hounds are, they're relentless.
So the autograph guys, them. So I walk upon one photographer, two autograph guys, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to want to stay here if they're here, right?
Yeah.
And I go, who is it? And this was later in the week. They go, Dave Grohl. Oh, his premiere was yesterday. I haven't gotten him. I'll stay here. The vehicle pulls up. I let them do their thing. And then I step in and say, hi, Dave. Can I get a photo with you? And would you like a rape whistle? And he goes, a rape whistle? And he goes, oh, you're that kid. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, like you come up every year and meet celebrities, right? And I go, yeah, how do you know? And my hand to God, he goes, I've seen some of your YouTube videos. I've seen YouTube videos on you.
Dave Grohl for Foo Fighters has watched your YouTube videos.
Yeah. And so part two to that, right? So again, how did we get to the point where you hear those words? Well, a week later, I get an email that says, hi, Skippy, my name's Caitlin from the Chelsea Lately Show. As you probably already know since you're a huge fan of his, Dave Grohl is guest hosting next week while Chelsea's out of town all week. And he wants you to be a part of one of the shows. Are you free? Are you free to come out, right? Yeah. And I was like, I would literally, I would cancel my wedding, and I want to have Seth one day so bad.
Yeah.
But I would move the wedding for that, right?
Good call.
And so amazingly, they fly me out. I get there on Wednesday just before they tape, and I didn't get to meet Elton, but Elton John was the guest from that day. Mm-hmm. And during one of the commercial breaks, Dave is like, Skippy, I'll meet you after. And I'm like, yeah, because I can't wait to find out why I'm here. And when I go backstage, this ties into something Todd and I were talking about. TJ Miller is there, right? And TJ Miller from, I love that I'm saying this movie first, Yogi Bear 3D, and then also Deadpool, right?
Right.
But TJ Miller and I are weirdly friends because I met TJ at Sundance, and he and I became friends, right? Before he hit his 5,000 friends.
Go ahead and finish.
So Dave comes to TJ's dressing room, which is my dressing room the next day, and I go and I say, Dave, what am I doing here? And he goes, oh, they haven't told you? And I'm like, no, I can only guess. And he goes, well, you'll have fun. I got to go get my kids. Peace out, right? We took some photos. And so I'm still baffled, right? I heard who the guest was going to be, but I had nothing concrete in my mind of why I was still here. The next day, I show up, and they let me walk around Universal Studios, like, by myself. I look off to my right, and I'm like, either I'm being completely racist, or that Indian woman looks just like Kelly from The Office, and it was Mindy Kaling, right?
Oh, my God.
I love her so
she
much!
films right there. And I said to her, hey, my name's Skippy. I'm a Mormon virgin, and I'm going to be on Chelsea Lately. And she goes, you are very forward and very forthcoming with information that I was not asking about. And we took the photo, right? So right before the show, we're still a half hour, and I'm still perplexed. And one of the producers comes in and goes, "So, do you know what's going on?" And I still had no definite clue.
I'm here, but sure.
You're in a different city.
Yeah, I'm still.
You've flown someplace to not know what you're doing there.
And in fact, I asked them if I could bring people, and they said, "We can't fly." And I said, "Oh no, just so I can have someone in the audience, right?" The two people that that I was able to bring. A friend of mine who we won 20 grand on a game show together.
Right.
I won 20 grand on a celebrity name game.
Right.
And then a friend of mine that I've been friends with since I was 16, and he wrote a movie called Tim Timmerman, Hope of America, that was based on our high school lives, right? So these, there's even a character named Jessup, my last name. And so these two are in the audience, and they are the ones that can be my witnesses, right?
Right.
That as they're introducing the people before we get out,
right.
Hear those words like, "Hey, let's pump them up. You've seen this person on this and this and this. Everyone give it up for this person." And I was like, so should I go on before, or when do I slink on? And they're like, "Oh no, they'll introduce you." I'm like, how are they going to do it? With those magical words, coming to the stage next to Save Girl's good friend. So Dave introduces everyone on the panel and then me, and tells them about my rape whistles and that whole thing.
Right.
They bought, I swear, Chelsea lately bought everyone a Skippy rape whistle, right? That's what the studio audience got. If you go to Oprah, you get a car. If you go to Dave Grohl hosting Chelsea lately, you get a Skippy rape whistle.
That's good.
And so they do the part, and then it comes time for the main guest, right? And the main guest, can I bring it back to what the video we just saw?
Yeah.
Was Jack Black and Tenacious D. So in that video that we just watched, it was me going up to Jack and saying, "Hey Jack, it's me, Skippy. We were on a TV show together." And he goes, "What TV show?" And I go, "We were on Chelsea Lately with Dave Grohl."
Right.
So Dave, after interviewing them for a couple minutes, says, "I want to read to you from Skippy's website, iamskippy.com, where it says, I get told I look like Philip Seymour Hoffman, Andy Richter, and sometimes Jack Black." Oh, it all makes sense. That's why.
This is a big circle, you know.
Yeah. and so they told me, by the way, before you go out, we know you're long-winded, obvious.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Has anybody else noticed that?
They said, "We know you're long-winded, but keep your answers to 7 seconds if and when they talk to you."
How'd that go?
I know that this is my time. So I say, so now if I'm going to say something now. So I said, "Jack, I actually met you up at Sundance the year you were there with Be Kind, Rewind." And I said my name, but I saw you the next day, and I said, "Jack, what's my name?" Which, by the way, that's the reason why I now have a hat that says Skippy, so they'll remember. And he goes, "It's Slappy." And
close.
He was really close. And Jack's like, "For me, that's really good memory." Yeah. And so then Dave Grohl had Jack Black give me sex advice because they wrote a song called "Effing Her Gently."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I remember that one.
yeah. So that's the greatest day moment thing that ever happened.
That's
right?
pretty freaky.
I got two things I want to do and rein this in a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
We could just
That was
leave.
Dave freaking Grohl.
We could just
I've got
leave.
stories on stories. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
We know we've got a replacement now, and
Right?
Exactly.
And the show will be 8 hours.
I don't care.
We have another video, don't we? So let's show the other video, and let's see what you've been doing up there.
Sure.
Sundance Skippy, the real 40-year-old virgin here. Hi.
Hi. You're the best. Thank you. That's so cool.
My man.
You just made my day.
You're about to explode right now. Woo.
Is that Usher grabbing your phone?
No. So I forgot to mention one other thing. The film festival, Acura pays at least $1 million to put celebrities in the cars so that when they pull up, and they're getting photographers or video, right?
There they are.
They're getting them out of an Acura, right?
Yeah.
But that lets me know that any car that's not an Acura doesn't have a celebrity in it, right?
Right.
So if I see a car sitting there that's one of those, even it's going to be either a producer, a director, or an actor, right? And 70% of the time, it's the actor. And so I see a car sitting there. I'm like, I want to wait here. I wait. Usher comes out. I take my phone and I'm recording it. I get a horrible photo. He starts laughing when I say, "Hey, follow me. I'm Skippy. I'm a 40-year-old." And he like laughs and he pulls out his phone and goes, "What's that again?" And so if you go to my YouTube channel, I am Skippy, and you look up the video, it's one of the top 3 there. It's it's my video, and then I cut to his video, right? And then I cut back to my video again, and then you hear him because I was just freaking out holding my phone up like that.
That was the best thing ever when you're like peeking over your shoulder. Oh,
yeah,
so
and
cute.
so you hear him actually saying the thing that's on the video there. It's only like 60 seconds long, but yeah. Usher put me on his Insta story, which I didn't know I don't do Insta story, but he did it, and it was super fun.
All right, so let me ask one question. Sure. Okay, so he is the example of networking.
Yeah.
Because that's why he goes to things he doesn't even know why he's flying there and hanging out with celebrities. On your phone right now, how many A-list celebrities on your phone?
A-list or B or higher? Because I would say B or higher.
How does it say recognizable?
Yeah, recognizable is a great question,
right.
And I'm dead serious when I say this. Probably 20.
That's
like probably 20. But
who's your favorite on there?
It's okay. I've got
aside from Dave Grohl.
No, so I've got a couple fun ones. I'm friends with, like, legitimately friends with Kay Malone, and if I can wish her well right now, she, her and her family came. In fact, they said, Kay said, "Hey Skippy, can I pay you to show me and my family around Sundance, right?" And they really were going to do that, even though I said, "I'll do it for free." But they're like, "Well, we know that you live in your mom's basement. We'll give you a couple of dollars."
So sweet. Oh my God.
But they get here, and on day one, Kay got sick, right? And she's been sick 3 times in the last 20 years. So when Kay is sick, the whole family rallies, and they
freak out.
And they didn't leave Main Street, kind of thing, right? So it has to be. Kay is one of those people. And do you guys remember Mitch English? Mitch English was the blonde hair wacky weather guy that was on the WB here locally.
Oh, yeah,
He had a nationally syndicated morning show.
Right.
He's the guy that gave me the nickname Skippy, right? And
you gotta love this guy.
And he builds his yearly Christmas gift to me is building me the website IamSkippy.com, right?
Oh,
but
nice.
he's like he's on a Oklahoma City TV. He's on the Fox affiliate out there, right?
Right.
He is still a celebrity, and to me, he's the greatest person for giving me the. I always compare. My mom calls me Scott. The TV people-ish kind of thing call me Skippy. So I'm like a frosted mini wheat, and Skippy is the frosted side, and Scott Jamin, my mom kind of thing, the wheat side.
Let me wrap up a story for you about Kay Malone.
Yeah.
He goes back and forth text, "Oh, I like you, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da."
This is Carl Malone's wife, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm still tracking this,
Kay says, "Are you coming to Carl's 50th birthday? Guess who sits with the family and friends? Skippy."
Yeah.
Of course you do.
All right, your turn. Your turn. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, really, just 3 quick rapid fires, because I know that...
No worries, I go on.
No, I'll screw the rest.
It's only a 12-hour show. We have to...
Screw the rest of the show.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Okay, number 1, most hateful celebrity, most unpleasant.
I yearly look for the what I call the John C. Reilly Biggest Jerk of Sundance Award winner.
That does not
named
surprise
after
me.
John C. Reilly, the biggest jerk I've met at Sundance, who ridiculed me one time and said, I said, "Can I get a photo?" And he goes, "I'm going into a film." So I waited the hour and a half. He comes out and I go, "Can I get a photo now?" And he goes, I'm not even in a film, I'm judging." And he goes, "Why don't you do something better with your life?" And I'm like, "Oh," and I didn't say this to him, but I'm like, "Excuse me, being a fan and wanting to get a photo with someone who he pays $8 a movie to go see, there was just that crushing moment where
he could have taken this. He could have taken the same amount of time and gotten the dang picture with you and been over with it.
Easily the best celebrities up at Sundance, which that's probably one of the next questions, right? Because everyone wants to know who's the best celebrity up there.
He's nice
and without a doubt, these 2 people are the benchmarks from everyone that I've met. Jason Ritter, the son of John Ritter.
Yeah.
Jason Ritter is he's on a show called Another Period right now. He's so talented and fun. He's even married to Melanie Linsky, who was on the show with Charlie Sheen, right?
Anyways, see, she's got all that.
So the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon thing. So Jason Ritter and then Molly Shannon, right? And these
Saturday Night Live, who was adorable.
These 2 people will literally tell their publicist, go away, I'm with fans right now, to the point where their publicists probably hate them, right? The only people on the planet that hate those 2 people are publicists that have had to
deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But that's the standard rule. That's everything Todd and I have ever found. The A-list celebrities are the ones that call you themselves, like Paul McCartney and Elton John. They're on time. They're ready to go.
And
they're
they're
fun.
awesome.
They're nice. And it's usually like the person who's getting their first season on the WB.
Maggie Gyllenhaal this year. So I'm gonna get this video to you guys so that you can see it. I knew that she was going to be a jerk when she walks out, and I'll have a video for you guys where you'll see what she's wearing and wonder why she even left the building in the first place. And she tells fans that she can't take a photo with them because she's wearing high heels. Well, who is the dum-dum that put you in high heels up at Sundance?
What were you even, and why would that even have anything to do with it? But okay.
Yeah.
Last question. Who is your great white whale? Who's the one that has been there, you've almost within your grasp, and you didn't get him?
It's easy. It's easy. It's the white whale of all white whales at Sundance, Redford.
Seriously?
Go watch Sundance Skippy and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. During the thing, he has a security guy that is so obnoxious that, like, the paparazzi are running up here to take a photo of him, and his security guy is pushing me away. And during the film, I'm like, wait.
I'm harmless.
Yeah, like, I'm like even just wanting to get kind of an angle thing. So the closest I've come is like running ahead of him and then stopping totally and trying to get the photo like that, which is why I've stopped doing selfie photos, and now I do selfie video because if he then walks past, I can screenshot that with, as long as I'm looking up, it almost looks like it. So when you eventually see my Robert Pattinson, it may look like he and I are together. No, it took him 2 seconds to go from here to that door, right? But hey,
he's there.
You're there, brother.
I screenshotted that.
All right, we've used up all the air in the room.
Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to information with Daisy.
Okay.
And then we'll come back, and who knows what's going to happen.
We can totally do that. Okay, Daisy's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She is brought to you by Fink & McGregor Mortgages Made Simple. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. You can get a mortgage with a credit score as low as 600. Also, by To Liberate a Man, you can free yourself from adult addiction and reclaim your life, your family, and your self-respect. Go to liberateaman.com. And by Black Diamond Experts. They're experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air. Just go to blackdiamondexpert.com. Daisy, my dear, what's going on today?
Thanks, Todd, Erin, and Skippy. I could listen to you all day. Here's what's making national and world news headlines on Thursday, January 25th on Gephardt Daily. Donald Trump says he is happy to speak with, under oath, with Robert Mueller, the special counsel investigating Russia's alleged interference in the 2016 presidential election. Trump said not only would he submit to questions from Mueller about possible obstruction, but he said, quote, "I'm looking forward to it, actually," unquote. Trump's testimony could take place within 2 or 3 weeks. U.S. intelligence agencies agreed in 2016 that Moscow was responsible for meddling in the presidential election. That prompted 4 investigations into any involvement by Trump and his associates. The president of Michigan State University has announced her resignation after the sentencing of Larry Nassar, a former MSU team doctor. He was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison for first-degree felony criminal sexual conduct, which stemmed from his time as the doctor for USA Gymnastics. In her resignation, Simon said the past year and a half has been difficult for Nassar's victims, for the university and for the community, and for her. Simon said she could never say enough how sorry she was that such a trusted and renowned physician as Nassar was, quote, "such an evil, evil person who inflicted such harm under the guise of medical treatment," unquote. And Indonesia's special forces tried to impress U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis Wednesday by showing off their mad skills, which included drinking snake's blood, breaking bricks that were set on fire, and rolling on broken glass. One blindfolded commando sliced a cucumber head in the mouth of another soldier, and another man leapt through fire and laid on a bed of nails. One man holding a balloon over his head appeared to be injured when another man used a pellet gun to fire at the balloon. According to reports, Mattis appeared to be entertained by the spectacle. And now time for a look at your Wasatch Front weather, brought to you by Brio Technologies, Utah's premier audiovisual specialists. Northern Utah can expect storms this afternoon and evening, followed by clearer skies as we inch towards the weekend. After a dip into the high 30s on Friday, daytime temperatures should remain in the 40s well into next week. Nighttime lows will remain mostly in the 20s. That's it for now. For more news across the nation and around the world, go to GephartDaily.com. And for now, Todd and Erin, back to you.
Okay.
Thank you, my darling Daisy. We appreciate it. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you really quickly about Black Diamond Experts. The reason why they're experts is because there's nothing in the house they can't fix, unless you like actually drove a car through the drywall. You might have to call a contractor for that one, but for everything else, these guys rock. Electric, plumbing, heating, air, they can swap things out. They can show you how to be more energy efficient. One of my favorite stories is about one of the technicians who went into a mom's house, the licensed, bonded, and insured, by the way. She was newly single. Her husband had always kind of done those stuff, and he could tell she was overwhelmed. And he goes, "Let me just give you a schedule of what to do. Do this monthly. Replace these filters. Here's where you replace them. You can get them cheap here." And he didn't have to do any of that. He could have fixed it and been on his way. But instead, he actually sat and explained it all to her. So this is why we love the experts, and they're the guys that you write on that list you keep on the inside of your cabinet, people you trust. So just go to blackdiamondexpert.com.
All right, thank you very much, my lovely wife, Erin. So moving things around a little bit, what I want to do is I want to talk about Utah and their laws for bike riders.
Oh, I know, right?
Because this might get you a little bit. So anyway, it is a bill that's up there, bipartisan, both Democrats and Republicans, want to allow bikes to go through red lights if it's clear. So they have to yield, not stop, look, and if they can make it, they can go.
That just reminds me of the game Frogger for some reason.
Doesn't it?
Right?
That's
it's like,
hilarious.
good luck, we're hoping you can just... Okay, here's two things. This is always like, I think, some of the hottest discussions we end up on Facebook.
Yeah, because
With
you are
cyclists
just...
Well, no, but it's just like we've almost hit cyclists who were coming down the wrong way on our street, and then they stopped and screamed at us, and they were banging on our hood.
It's a big hill.
And we have cyclists that come 300 miles an hour down the street, and then they go through the stop sign, and I'm like, I just want you to live. It's not like I'm even mad at you.
And where's your helmet, she yells.
Yeah.
Where's your damn helmet?
I'm such a mom. But no, you just want them to live. It's not even like I'm mad at them, but it's just like, and so to give them even more leeway to do that. Yeah. And the argument the cyclists have, I see cars going through the stop sign all the way. And I'm like...
Not all cyclists have that expression on their face nor talk like that.
Okay,
some of our friends are cyclists.
Some of our best friends are cyclists. No, but my thing is like, yeah, I'm sure there are some cars that do run a red light or a stop sign.
Or to get too close to you.
But they're 2,400 pounds, and you're on a bicycle that weighs about as much as my butt. So it's just a thought that I want you to, once again, to live. Right. So this seems like this encourages every bad thing.
In the marine world, the vessel with the least maneuverability has right of way. So a speedboat and a little sailboat gets right of way. And that's the way it works. The problem is, if you decide to blaze through a red light and I hit you because I'm already making my turn, or you hit the thing, T-bone me and go over there, who's to blame now? Because I got a green, right? So usually you get a green light and you go like that, and you make your turn. You might not make the noise. But
the noise is good though. Yeah.
And you make the turn, and all of a sudden here comes someone who thought they were yielding, couldn't stop in time, comes through and hits you. I wave people through. To my rage every time. It really does. And I go, keep going. You got momentum. Keep going. It's uphill. Go, 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 go. But I just don't know.
That is such a bad idea in the history of bad ideas.
I'm not sure. What is the need? Who is lobbying this?
Cyclists.
Bunch of people with shiny butts. But some of our best friends.
Or the accident injury lawyers.
Some of our best friends are bicyclists. Mm-hmm. All right, coming up. Okay, so coming up, the flu is a huge thing. Oh. Tractor beams are real.
They can levitate people.
Stories coming up next.
This is like Star Trek.
It's coming up next.
The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, there's a short 4-minute quiz, and at the end of it, you can find a whole array of mortgage options, and someone will call you back from Fink and McGregor within the next business day. Also by Utah Credit Approval. Go to utahcreditapproval.com because they know that bad things happen to good people, but that shouldn't stop you from repairing your credit and getting a reliable automobile at utahcreditapproval.com. And also all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. John has 24/7 service because he knows that emergencies can happen any time of the day or night. And right now they have a $69 special to check out all your heating systems to make sure they're working well. Just go to allutahplumbing.com.
All right, John from All Utah Plumbing.
How's it going, everybody?
Heating and Air. the housing market's gone berserk, and we're like one of the leaders in the country. That we're the state that's got the more people moving into it than any other state, and you're buying a house,
right?
But you're not just
and
buying a house.
And it feels great because my home is worth more. Yes. Anyway, yeah.
So there are inspections that happen. Inspections. I know you do all the inspections on the plumbing and on furnaces. What's the difference between really capable people?
As a home buyer, what I'm really recommending is spend a little bit more money and have licensed professional come out. So like us, we would come out, we would thoroughly check the HVAC system, the heating and air. Thoroughly check the plumbing out.
Oh, let me say this. Okay, so they go, screw you, John. I'm going to go cheap and not do the sewer line. And all of a sudden you find out you had a sewer line like me. What's the cost?
Yeah, you just bought yourself anywhere from an $8,000 to $40,000, depending upon the situation, expense.
Because they didn't.
Because you do. Now, it's not to deter you. You're liking the home.
Right.
You're that far along that it's time to check it out. That doesn't mean you don't buy the home, but you should be educated of, okay, I have a minor problem here, a little problem here. That's the beauty. Is sometimes I just have a couple little things. Yay, I can get it fixed.
So
hopefully we're your guys.
Right.
And you get it fixed and you're like, I sure feel comfortable knowing that this huge investment, I know what's wrong.
So here's the great John special, furnace and air conditioners replacement. Now, both more efficient. I mean, the air conditioners alone have gone through the roof being efficient, right?
Right.
So, and they work together, so replacing both at the same time, and if your house is, needs this, they're gonna save you $2,000 off the top. And then they're gonna throw in air scrubber, which takes care of the particles and stuff and the allergens. And then they are going to basically, that'll save you $3,200.
Right, it's another $1,200 basically.
Right.
So you're $3,200. So you're basically getting your furnace installed for free.
And it's done the right way.
Exactly.
Done the right way.
And then everybody's all safe, sound, happy, and ready to go.
All right, so let's go through the list. If you're buying a house, why not get it checked out correctly so it doesn't come out of your pocket later? Have the right people inspect your stuff, and the great deal going on right now at All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Exactly. Give us a call. We'll do a dang good job. I appreciate seeing you, Todd.
Thanks, John.
We're back. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream here on GephartDaily.com. Okay, the cold or flu thing. Now,
holy mackerel.
We go through this every year.
No, and not like this.
No, but what I'm saying is in our household where I will let the kids get a flu shot.
Yeah.
And you whine at me constantly. I never have gotten the flu except for once when this woman attacked me on the plane with the bird flu.
It was the swine. It was the swine, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was coughing directly into my face, which was fun. But I'm not getting a flu shot so the government can tag me for the next 12 months. I'm not.
Cuckoo.
But fine, you go ahead and do it. This year, I might actually change my mind. 2,400 people have died in Texas from the flu and flu-related conditions.
It's like yesterday. It was like 17.
2,400.
Now this could be
just
an underlying
in Texas.
This could be an underlying thing where the
exacerbation,
old person got that and they got pneumonia and then didn't make it. So yeah, and this is like, here it comes, and it's already in Utah. We got tons of people on Facebook who just want to die.
I think there's been 20 or 30 fatalities here in the state already.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So this is like the real thing. So a couple Todd and Erin rules for you. If you go to work sick, everyone's allowed to slap you really hard.
That would be.
Don't go to work.
Well, it's weird. One of the reasons because people go, it's just the flu. Well, it can cause complications like inflammation of the brain and heart.
Right.
That's not good. And you can't use antibiotics to treat flu viruses.
Right.
You just have to sit there and hope you can ride through it. So it's very interesting. Just the fact that it's been so serious. Why don't we ever hear whether people who died from the flu had gotten the flu vaccine? Well, they said the government doesn't track everything. And the names of the people who get flu shots aren't compiled because it doesn't really go with it. But it doesn't change the fact that even with it's not always 100% accurate, and they say it's inaccurate this year.
Here are the stories.
It's still your best bet.
It only covers 10%. Yeah, 10 as opposed to 0. And if you get it, it'll make it less miserable. And if it, don't think about yourself, think about your kids. When Erin got sick, what did I do with you? I locked her in a bedroom.
Oh, that was awful.
I just took it and I said, here, ring the bell when you need something. And that I took the bell away like within 5 minutes.
McLean was standing outside the door crying, and I was crying. And
you can't touch him.
That was awful.
You got to go away. You can't be sitting there making dinner, touching things. And you would come down. I remember I'd just go, you touch the doorknob. And I'm not like germaphobe. I'm just like,
no, you're trying to avoid having our children get the swine flu. It's completely
just because I'm
reasonable.
lazy and I don't want to take care of them because they're little whiny kids. So anyway, that's a little scary. That's a little scary in time. But so if you have someone at work who's sick, go to your manager, go to someone and make them go tell them to go home, because it's not, well, I go to work and I tough it out. No, you don't. You go to work and you infect people like the Adrenoma strain.
They say the flu season lasts through May, so we've still got another 3 months.
I just got mine too. I got mine about a week and a half ago.
I'm very proud of you.
Because I was taking care of everybody else, and I was like, oh crap, I haven't done it. It's free if you have insurance.
So you go ahead and get tagged by the government, and I'll have another year of sliding under the radar.
And if you get sick, you're going in the garage. I will slide food under the door like halibut and pizza.
All the flat foods will be mine.
The Star Trek.
Tell me about this. This is so exciting.
Dun, 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 dun.
I have waited forever for this to happen.
The coolest things on Star Trek are the phasers, the transporters.
Beam me up, Scotty.
And engage the tractor beam. They've done it.
Tell me more. Every one of my nerds, I'm having a nerdgasm right now. I'm tingling. This is that exciting. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Sci-fi technology that can float objects in midair like magic have become reality. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what? The engineers from the University of Bristol have been able to essentially levitate an object using acoustic tractor beam that they can adjust and make the small move off the ground. Item off like that.
Well, here's the trick. They use the acoustic tractor that is larger than the wavelengths of sound used by the device. And so the difference between the two wavelengths is what levitates the objects.
Soon, people. Soon, objects.
I would totally volunteer to be the first lab rat for that one. Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is way cool.
All right, I think it's time for Skippy again because he brought presents.
He brought presents?
Mm-hmm. Can I,
Yeah, come on in. Come on in.
Can I,
All right, you scoot over.
So,
you sit here.
Okay. So, I'm going to bend over and grab a couple of these things.
By the way, you've got a lot of friends who are saying hi. Melissa says you have a new fan in her. TJ says she remembers talking all the time. Vivian says that she would like to take you to Christopher's with her if she wins.
Wow.
So that's
Skippy.
good.
Cool.
Wendy says, I just love Skippy. Daisy says Skippy is so awesome. And if you don't know, this is the famous Sundance Skippy. He's been an intern for probably every radio and TV station in the world. He is the 40-year-old
At
version.
Sundance Skippy, so go to YouTube if you want to watch my documentary, right?
I've only seen half of it, I think.
It's actually really pretty good. I'm very proud of it, and I didn't make it. A guy walked up and said, hey, can I film you? So on YouTube, put in Sundance Skippy. Mark Finch-Henegren did it, and he's got a rentals place. And I'm plugging it because he didn't make a cent off that movie, and he put in 1,000 hours going through it. But Mark Finch-Henegren, Red Finch Rentals in Orem. But can I give you guys some things?
Yes.
So let me.
You have technique. You've done this long enough now that you've got like a system.
Well, and I do get some swag, but I think I'm gonna start off like super small for me. My yearly Christmas gift from my mom is that I get to stay in the family timeshare, right?
Cool.
And so, if anyone else is like me, I left the timeshare with some souvenirs. What? Did I bring you guys some shampoo?
Oh,
yeah.
look at this.
I think I have a roll of toilet paper around here somewhere.
Let me see that. Look at that.
So there's that. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are even into this, and I apologize for the corner, but I brought you guys some Avengers Pez.
Oh, nice.
Look, it's great.
Okay, and then, man, you know what? It's going to end so anticlimactically with the gifts.
This is beautiful.
this is very
And
nice.
then these I brought up for you guys. Here's a little hamburger purse. And because I work at Domino's Pizza, I brought you some pizza socks.
Oh, that is so kind.
And if you live in Lehigh or in South Provo, I deliver pizzas for Domino's Pizza. It's the better the tips get me out of Mom's basement. But I brought you guys some I Heart Pizza keychains from Domino's, right?
I wish you delivered in Salt Lake City. We would tip the hell out of you.
And then you know what? You can say if you would just want to tip me. Period. Those are just magnets because
I was kind of thinking it would be from Sundance, but this is nice too.
Yeah, no,
this is the hamburger purse. It's better than anything you could get me from Sundance.
Are those again? I'm going to be anticlimactic, so I brought you guys also some Skippy stickers.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, give me one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Here, grab. So, caution celebrities. We've got I Heart Skippy. Skippy Hearts Me.
That is so freaking adorable.
I give these out to celebrities and girls that go on dates with me. Yeah, just take that bag.
Do you get a lot of...
And then I brought you guys...
This is crucial. This is the only thing that's basically saving your life during Sundance.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
These are the hand and feet heaters.
Let me show you. So this kind of hand warmer, as all of us super fans know that go to Sundance, this one, it's the one that has a sticker on it, right? You peel off the sticker, throw it, and put it on your chest. This one lasts for hours. And then there's these feet ones that go the length of your foot. Don't get the toe ones. Get the ones that go the length of your foot.
Yeah, Todd and I do ice fishing, and I run in winter. So yeah, this is my favorite Christmas gift every year.
And then I actually did bring you something with the word Sundance on it. I went to the Acura Lounge, and you're going to want to use cleaning wipe because I actually I got 3 of them, and I was like, oh, I misplaced, and then I accidentally drank out 2 of them. Yours, no, Todd.
Yes, sterilized.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah,
got it.
But I'm not sick right now, so good times.
This
but yeah,
I love the Sapphire Lounge. They're always fun.
So some fun little nifty gifts. Oh, and can I point out something? So every year I try and bring up one new gift to give out to celebrities. Because if you watch Sundance Skippy on YouTube, I gave out oven mitts, right? This year, and
I still like the rape whistle.
The rape whistle is great, and this year, being on budget, right? I didn't have because the shirts were $7, and even the oven mitts were $1. And me being thrifty this year, this will tell you everything you need to know about me of what my gift was this year. I gave out calendars, but 2018 calendars? Oh no. I made 2019 calendars that said, prepare yourself for the year of Skippy. So, yeah, it's a sticker.
It's the year
and just, like, there's a photo of me and my mom. There's Dave Grohl up in the top corner.
That is freaking adorable.
Yeah. So a bunch of me and Bono, because I met Bono. There's a fun little photo of me and a kid high-fiving in there.
Yeah.
And he's the kid that played Jessup in the movie Tim Timmerman, Hope of America.
Oh my
gosh. Jessup and Jessup were high-fiving while 2 really cute girls stood beside us. But
you know what we should do?
So fun little things.
Can you do tomorrow's show? Can you stop in and
absolutely
talk to us?
Because there's so much I didn't tell you guys.
And there's videos and pictures. I mean, you have
I've got more
many.
videos, and
all right.
We scratched the surface.
All right,
just not baby even a scratch.
Baby scratch.
Well, thanks for scratching with us this morning on the Todd and Erin morning stream. Skippy will be in tomorrow.
For sure.
Tomorrow's Friday, which is awesome. And we'll leave you with a couple of the videos from up there at Sundance. And you guys have a good day. And thanks for watching the Todd and Erin morning stream on GetPartDaily.com. All right, we'll see you later. So anyway,
can I get 2 seconds there? Thank you.
What's up?
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, buddy.
Welcome to Utah. Thank you. I'm Skippy, by the way. Yeah, I'm a real life 40-year-old virgin that's been coming up meeting celebrities for the last 15 years. I have a documentary. I'll do it. I'll shut up. Thank you. I'm at I Am Skippy, and look up Sundance Skippy on YouTube.
40-year-old virgin here.
Hi! You're the best. Thank you. That's so cool. You just made my day. Holy cow. Post that anywhere. Tag me. Oh, that was awesome.